A unit on citizenship leads to a lesson in community service for students at Hocker Grove Middle School. Fifth graders tee up to learn life lessons with the First Tee program at Benninghoven Elementary. Outstanding artwork from all grade levels makes this year's District Art Show better than ever. And the Shadow gets a ride on a new kind of school bus that's a Kansas first. All on this episode of Spotlight on Shawnee Mission. Welcome to Spotlight on Shawnee Mission. I'm your host, Leanne Neal. An innovative assignment is getting some Hocker Grove Middle School students out of the classroom and into the community. Each year, social studies teacher Kimberly Gilman compiles a book of good. It's packed with essays and posters created by her students as the culmination of their community service assignments.
We've created a book for every year, and so theirs will be sort of immortalized here, and other students will then look through it and learn from what they did and maybe be inspired to do the similar project.
It's an assignment that Gilman has done for several years with her 8th grade classes. This year, she included her 7th graders too.
In looking at history, it's really obvious to see how really one person can really make a big impact. And so started thinking about that, and through the Constitution unit, where my students study citizenship and not only their rights and privileges, but also their responsibilities. So with the 7th graders, we do it through responsibility and citizenship.
We were studying the Constitution and the responsibilities to be a citizen. And so one responsibility Mrs. Gilman said was to serve the community. So we had a community service project.
But Jacob admits he wasn't too keen on the assignment in the beginning.
First I thought, man, I don't know what to do. And then I got really excited about it. I like being able to help people.
For his project, Jacob designed coloring books. He took the books with colored pencils to children at a local hospital. Jacob's inspiration came from his own life experience.
When I was younger, I was sick a lot in the hospital, and so I was always bored. So I thought this is something kids could do.
Brennan took a little different path, using an activity in which he was already involved as his project.
Me and my music group, we went out and played for elderly people or people who were in elderly home who didn't have any live entertainment that usually comes there. We went out and after the concert and asked them, and they asked questions to us, and we just talked to them a little bit, and they all liked it. And we do this like once every month, so they know us.
Even if the activity wasn't new to Brennan, the point of the assignment still came through loud and clear.
If one person can make a difference and everyone does that, our community can be really good and functioning well.
Skylar and Marianne found their community service project very close to home.
We decided to babysit for free, and we took a class to certify us, and we babysitted her little cousin who's like 5 years old.
It was a responsibility that the girls took very seriously.
We read to her, because we think babysitting, it should be fun, but they should also learn something from it and get a good experience.
We played school, and so it was fun.
The project is graded not so much on their service, but on what they learn from it and how they show that in an essay and through a decorative poster. And they also need to provide me with a piece of evidence of their service. And so they get real creative, getting before and after photographs and notes and pictures of other things that they want to show the class.
Abby, Amanda, and Katie teamed up for their project, cleaning and painting tables for Wonderscope Children's Museum.
Well, we wanted to do something that I guess could help a lot of people in a way, and since Wonderscope, it has a lot of kids going there all the time, we thought it'd be good to clean and help everything to be a happier and cleaner environment.
Abby's mom volunteers there, and so she got us the chance to help out.
We were pretty excited about the assignment, and we were just looking for ways to help.
I would definitely do it again. I thought it felt really great to know that we're helping people and that we're making, I guess, people happier.
While the assignment fits nicely into her 7th grade curriculum, Gilman sees a bigger purpose behind these projects.
The statistics show that students involved in these type of service projects are more likely to graduate from college, 22% more likely to graduate from college. They are less likely to be involved in risky behaviors, and they're more likely to volunteer as adults.
Gilman already has proof that she's helping grow future community service volunteers.
And I had one student from my very first year of teaching, I did this project, and he is still volunteering. And I came across him volunteering here at this school for an event and said, "Oh, you're still volunteering," so that was really neat.
Gilman practices what she teaches. Her service projects have included helping rehab an at-risk high school and participating in Earthwalk. Up next, find out why McAuliffe Elementary has gone to the dogs. And Benninghoven students learn that golf is more than a game.
Hi, I'm Claire McClellan and I go to school at West Woodview Elementary. I'm here to talk to you about the book, Phineas L. McGuire, Erupts, by Francis O'Rourke Cromwell. This book is about a boy named Mac. It all started when Mac's best friend Marcus moved away. When the 5th grade science fair came around, Mac didn't have a partner, so his teacher paired him up with his worst enemy, Mac M. When these two 5th grade boys are forced to work together, they find out they have more in common than just their name. Mac finds there's more to Mac M than meets the eye. Mac M is a great artist and has a reason behind being the class bully. Mac and Mac M do their science project on volcanoes. Throughout the time they spend working together, friendship erupts. I give this book a 4-star rating. It has a great plot that will appeal to most readers. The ending has some fun surprises that you won't want to miss. Put it on your must-read list.
Welcome back. 25 fifth graders from Benninghoven Elementary are learning the game of golf from a professional. They're the first Shawnee Mission students invited to take part in the First Tee program.
All right, are we ready?
In the First Tee, the students meet after school once a week for 5 weeks. This week, the activity starts in the gym with a quick review.
Now, when we did full swings, how far does the club have to go back? All the way back. How does it have to go through? All the way through. All the way through, good.
After that, it's time to get outside to practice their golf skills in a creative way.
So in golf baseball, you're going to use your full swing, but you're also going to play the game as if you're playing baseball.
The classes work on the basics. Then at the end, the students get to try their newly honed skills at a local golf course.
So what we do in 5 weeks, we really get them prepared for that field trip. So they work on putting, chipping, half swings, full swings. So by the time the field trip comes, we'll do all that at the golf course and they can see how it actually comes into play when you're playing golf. Good try, good swing. Go, 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 go.
I'd heard about the First Tee program through watching PGA events on TV, and I was looking around on the web and found out that they were interested in starting a program in Shawnee Mission. And I contacted Coach S, and he immediately jumped on board and has done a great job of teaching the kids.
Oh, good hit.
While these students are learning the game of golf, the First Tee program also hopes students learn important skills for the game of life. First Tee's mission includes 9 core values, which are integrated into the golf lessons: honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, respect, confidence, responsibility, perseverance, courtesy, and judgment.
Since golf teaches you so much about life, and so we just coincide the golf skill that they learn and put the life skill using those 9 core values, and we just tie it all in and deliver a great program to promote their character development and life-enhancing values all through this great game of golf.
I think just the camaraderie, the character building aspects of it, and each kid had to write an essay about why they wanted to participate in the program, and many of them this is their first experience with golf.
High fives, high fives, high fives. Today was a good team event, team activity event, working with each other using sportsmanship, but also working on the golf skills as far as full swing, making sure that they're taking the club all the way back and going all the way through. So a mix of that, honesty, of course, a little courtesy, integrity, perseverance, all that stuff is kind of mixed in there, the life skill. But the biggest skill that I want them to learn as far as life is just sportsmanship and working together. Give yourselves a round of applause for a good job. Good. How many people had fun with that? How many people like golf baseball? You all did an excellent, phenomenal job. You did good working well together, okay? Teamwork, good sportsmanship. 1, 2, 3, sportsmanship! All right. Have a good day, have a good evening. Good job, good job.
The First Tee program is supported by the PGA Tour. At Benninghoven, it is sponsored by Capital Federal Savings. Some kindergartners at McAuliffe may see dogs in a different way after meeting some canine heroes who work for Missouri Task Force 1.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay! Good job! All right, can we practice again? Good job. Tell them. Say, wait, good hands.
This team of search and rescue dogs is specifically trained to look for people in buildings after a disaster.
These dogs look for people who are lost in buildings and nobody can find them. When these things happen, it could happen because of an earthquake. You guys know what an earthquake is? A tornado. Well, when those things happen, they call the team.
This special unit was created by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA. It was deployed to assist during Hurricane Katrina and the Oklahoma City bombing. At this demonstration, the dogs had an opportunity to practice searching for a 6-year-old named Kyle, who was hidden in a plastic barrel. When they find a person, they're taught to stay put and keep barking.
And what the dogs are telling us is, there's somebody there, come here, check it out, check it out, check it out, come here! And they get very excited, and that's what we want. We want them to be happy and excited because they have to work for a really long time.
When on a disaster scene, the dogs and handlers work a schedule of 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Their motivation is the chance for some time with their favorite toy, which, according to their handlers, the dogs would actually choose over a steak.
Good job! Good job!
Awesome!
While the kindergartners enjoyed the show, they also knew that there was an important purpose behind it.
Dogs doing tricks because they were trained to rescue people. They have to go get people that need help because they have to go get people and they have to go up some stuff.
Missouri Task Force 1 is based in Boone County, Missouri. It is one of only 28 FEMA urban search and rescue teams in the country. Coming up, a 5th grade teacher is taken by surprise with a very special honor, and Shawnee Mission student artists show off their creations.
Hi, I'm Grant with Kids Science News Network. Doesn't this look fun? Do you wonder why astronauts float inside the space shuttle? They're not really floating, but falling. Astronauts are falling towards the Earth and feel almost weightless. This is called free fall. It's the same feeling you get when you travel in an elevator that starts to go down really fast. You feel like you're weightless for an instant because you and the elevator are falling together. To find out more, visit our website. Until next time, I'm Grant with Kids Science News Network.
A surprise assembly brought students and staff to their feet at Mill Creek Elementary, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's begin with Principal Rod Smith.
I am not very good at secrets, but I've had to hold this secret for 2 weeks. And then I told the teachers yesterday, and even they tried to get the secret out of me. So now we're finally at the moment when we can share it.
Helping Smith reveal the big secret, Fox 4 News anchor Lauren Halifax.
Fox 4 Chris Blackmore, the very last one of this year, 2009, goes to Crystal Williamson.
After a few moments of speechlessness, Williamson accepted her award and invited her class to join in the celebration. When the ceremony ended, this second-year teacher shared her favorite part of the job.
These guys coming in and hearing their stories and listening to the discussions and them getting excited about what we're learning and wanting to try something new and asking such good questions that we have to go look it up because it's not in our textbook, and it's exciting. I enjoy it.
Proud Principal Smith says he sees it day in and day out.
Mrs. Williamson is a second-year teacher who really truly connects with kids. She builds those relationships that are so vital.
I love this age because they have personalities of their own and they have ideas of their own, and they're deep thinkers and they're funny and they keep me on my toes. And 5th and 6th grade, I really like that a lot. I've had a great first 2 years at this school.
More than 180 essays were submitted nominating teachers for the Crystal Apple Award. Williamson is one of 4 winners across the metro. Congratulations indeed. We'd like to send out kudos to a group of Shawnee Mission students. Their work was recently on display in the district's annual art show. Check out the amazing creativity and talent of these student artists.
District art shows are more to us than just a way to display artwork from students. It's more than pretty pictures. This is really showing the learning that's taking place in our classroom. Teachers in Shawnee Mission have always put work up anywhere that we possibly could, within the school building, at the administrative buildings, in libraries. But having a venue like this has really helped to elevate the status, and I think that the students realized that as well when they were down here. They really felt a part of the art community. They really felt like they were an artist. It's a powerful tool for us, and by the turnout that we had, the huge turnout, you could really see that the Shawnee Mission parents and patrons are appreciators of what's happening in our classrooms and the amazing work that our teachers are doing with our great kids. As this art show was going on and people were streaming through, and all of the teachers were here to greet the families and friends and all of the artists, it was amazing to see just the huge smiles. I think kids really felt important to have been selected to be in this show. It's a very exciting night when those doors open, and just the foot traffic that's down here. It really is a vibrant city. There's lots of bands that are playing and the restaurants are packed. It's really a wonderful event for the city. I think that the excitement from the kids is going to carry forward, and I'm excited to see the work that we'll have in next year's District Art Show.
This year, the district was proud to have its student art show featured as part of First Fridays in the Crossroad District. The display was so well received that the gallery asked to hold it over for a second First Friday showing. When we return, Pawnee students become some of the first in the country to pioneer a green way to travel to and from school.
Hi, my name is Alex and I'm a 5th grader at Corinth Elementary School. I am here to tell you about the book Confessions from the Principal's Chair by Anna Myers. In this book, an 11-year-old girl named Bird has to move from Denver, Colorado to Prairie Dog, Oklahoma. She has to move because she got in huge trouble at her old school, but then blames it all on her mom. On her first day at her new school, she is mistaken for the substitute principal because they have the same name. And then she deals with a girl who's just like her and learns why what she did at her old school was wrong. I rate this book 4 out of 5 stars. Will she turn things around? If you want to find out, read this book.
Welcome back. The bus trip to and from school has a little different look for dozens of students at Pawnee Elementary. Today, the Shadow hops aboard Kansas' first formal walking school bus.
Our walking school bus is a safe way for kids to get home. It's sponsored by the Safe Routes to School program. We have adult drivers who are at the front and the back, and we have anywhere from 8 to 10 kids, and they walk in between the 2 adults. And as they walk home, there are routes where the kids will deviate and go home. So it's essentially just like a real bus with bus stops, except it's kids getting exercise and being healthy and walking home.
running a bit late for my bus, I caught up with the students and quickly found my spot at the back.
I need some training here, so I'll be the back of the bus.
Yeah. You need metal, not a concrete.
All right, I'm following you. So tell me about the walking school bus. Did you used to walk to school before the walking school bus?
Yeah.
You did?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, but now you're able to walk more regularly because you've got a group to walk with?
Yeah.
Principal Green sees the walking school bus as a benefit for students, parents, and the community.
They get exercise on the way home, and they get to make new friendships. They may walk home with a lot of kids that they don't interact with during the day. It's very beneficial for parents because it lets them allow their kids to experience walking home, but also know that their kids are safe. The more kids that walk, the less traffic there is, thus making it more safe for our kids who are leaving the grounds. Overall, the biggest benefit is just watching kids walk home versus getting in a car and being driven away.
Walking school bus driver Robin Thomas agrees.
There's a big benefit for parents not to have to sit and wait in the pickup line. It takes me actually longer to drive and pick her up than it does to walk.
And what are the responsibilities of a walking school bus driver?
Well, I have to walk every day, even if it's a little rainy or not perfect weather, keeping track of all the kids and making sure they stay out of trouble and stay out of the street.
And it looks like you have a pretty good group, so.
Yeah, I do.
Daughter Brogan likes it too.
It's really fun. I think that I like to be able to walk home, not to just sit down on an actual bus.
Back on the bus, we've reached a critical point.
This looks like a little bit of a busier cross street, so this is this place where you stop and you really watch for traffic?
Along the route, I learned that another student will be joining the bus. And Green says the program's early success has brought increased demand.
We currently have about 30 kids who are involved. We have many who want to be involved. We're waiting for more volunteer drivers.
Before long, the walking bus reached its final stop.
Here's where you tell your friends goodbye and you head off? Okay.
With the bus route done and the students delivered, I had an opportunity to walk back to Pawnee with Janice Bodie, who works as Overland Park's Safe Route to School coordinator.
How did this program get started, the walking school bus?
At Pawnee, the program started a couple of years ago. There was a lot of work done by an engineer at the City of Overland Park and the principal at Pawnee, and they found routes based on the best, most feasible way to get there, and they checked out the sidewalks and the crosswalks and put together a plan for organizing people into groups. Once we got those groups formed, we figured out what days it would work for the kids to walk and for the adults to walk and got them started. They have done a great job of working together when they need to find a substitute, and the kids are so enthusiastic. It's a great program.
What are the primary benefits? What did the city see as a reason to become involved?
It helps with traffic control, and that's a concern of the cities, and there's less of it by about 20% when kids are walking. So that's an advantage to the city and the community. I know that overall the number of kids who are walking is much diminished. In 1969, 42% of kids walked, but in 2001, when they did this study again, only 16% did. And so that's a number that we're trying to bump back up there a little bit.
If you'd like to learn more about Overland Park's walking school bus program, visit Overland Park's website at www.opkansas.org. Click on Traffic and Transportation, and then on the Walking School Bus program. That's all the time we have for this episode of Spotlight on Shawnee Mission. Join us again as we continue to feature the programs and people of Shawnee Mission who are helping guide students to success. Thank you for watching.